During puberty, our pituitary gland in our brain sends signals for our bodies to create more estrogen or more testosterone. This helps our bodies grow from kid bodies to adult bodies. So the changes that most bodies go through are getting taller, breast development, voice changes, skin changes, sweating more, growing hair in funny places, emotional changes, we call the glads, the sads, and the mads, and crushes. Growing. It starts with our feet. And usually around grade 7 is when our feet have reached the adult size. Some people's will grow a little bit longer, some will stop a little earlier. On average, we grow about 2.5 centimeters a year. This is all depending on our growing style. There are some people who kind of are like step growers, where they kind of grow a bit and then stop, and then grow and then stop. Some people are ninja growers. You see them before spring break and they're this height, and after spring break they're this height. Then we have our slow and steady growers, the people that just kind of creep up, grow slowly, and before you know it, they've grown a couple inches or centimeters. Then we have our later growers, where grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, they don't seem to have grown much, and then in grade 10, 11, 12, all of a sudden they shoot up really fast. We all grow at different rates. And remember, how tall we're going to be is based on our genetics and healthy eating and exercise. We also gain weight. Our bones are getting stronger, we're gaining more muscle, we're gaining more fat as our bodies change and grow. Did you know that our brains are actually made up of a lot of fat? So we need fat in our diets in order to grow healthy, strong bodies. Another thing that happens in all bodies, believe it or not, is breast development. That's right, we all have breasts because all of our bodies have estrogen. So some bodies will grow larger breasts and some bodies will grow smaller breasts. And bodies with extra testosterone might have some breast development and it might flatten out over time as they grow and change. Voice changes. Can't forget about that awkward stage. Lots of times when we think about voice changes, we think about the hormonal changes that people with extra testosterone go through and their voices deepen. But all of our voices change. We don't have our 5-year-old voices anymore. As we grow, our larynx lengthens and our voice box changes a bit. So that's why our voices change from little kid voices where we have a smaller larynx to adult voices where it's longer and the sounds are a bit different. Skin changes. Pimples and oily skin. Those hormones, they tell our glands to make extra oil. So as we're washing it away and trying to make it look clean, our body will produce more oil. So we need a real nice balance on our skin. There are lots of products out there to reduce pimples and blackheads, keep our skin from drying out and to make it look less oily. I'm going to add a link down below as I go through and talk about a lot of different products that can be used to help our skin. Are you wondering about acne? Join me in another video where we dig deeper into why some people get acne and some people don't. Sweat. Our bodies, as we're growing and changing, start to produce more sweat during puberty. Sweat is actually really helpful for our bodies because it helps us cool and regulate our temperature. But the sweat combined with bacteria creates odor. Some people might use hygiene products like deodorant. However, it's an individual choice what you're going to use if you use anything. Hair? 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 That's right, during puberty, we start growing hair in different places. So, you might notice your arm hair getting a bit thicker. You might notice your leg hair getting a bit thicker. You might notice sprouts growing under your armpit, chest hair, and pubic hair. So, how much hair you have on your body really depends on your ethnicity and background. Some people have less hair than others, and some people are hairier than others. So it really depends on who we are and our ethnicity, how much hair we have. Some people choose to shave their hair in different places and other people don't. What you do with this extra hair is up to you. It's a real individual choice. So when we're going through puberty, You might notice that you're sad one day, or you're really happy one day, or sometimes you might be in a cloud storm and be really mad. Because of our hormones and our bodies are changing, our moods are changing as well. And we might not even know why we're sad or mad or glad. This is why it's so important to have a safe, trusted adult in your life who you can go to if you're crying, or a really good friend or a sibling. It's fantastic to be able to talk about your emotions. And it's okay if you don't know why you're feeling sad, glad, or mad. We all have these feelings. And we just need to honor our feelings, because there aren't good or bad feelings. They're feelings. And they're a part of us. Another thing that might happen during puberty, depending on who you are, is crushes. That's right. You might find one day that you notice somebody and your heart just starts racing and you don't know what to do. Crushes are a healthy part of growing up, and whether you decide to act on a crush or not is up to you. But you can still get those fluttery, heart-racing feelings, and that's okay. And again, a trusted adult or a good friend is so important to talk to somebody. Puberty starts at different ages, usually between the ages of 8 to 13. We grow taller, breast development happens, our voices change, our skin changes, hair starts to grow in weird places. We might have the mads, glads, and sads, our emotions change, and we may develop crushes. These are things that all bodies go through. Join me in my next video, Puberty Part 2, to learn more about what changes happen in bodies with extra estrogen and bodies with extra testosterone. We'll see you then.